Welcome to John's Maths Book. This is a channel for those that would like to know a little bit more about mathematics. In this video, we're going to be looking at order operations. So what do we mean when we talk about operations? So what we mean by that are divide, multiply, plus, and subtract. So they're the operations we're talking about. And we're going to be looking at the order in which they should be applied. So let's look at why the order of operations is important. So we have an example of 2 times 5 plus 2. So we can solve this in two ways. We can go from left to right or right to left. So let's first go from left to right. So we have 2 times 5, which is equal to 10, plus 2, which is equal to 12. If we then go from right to left, we have 2 plus 5, which is equal to 7. And then 7 times 2 gives us 14. So as you can see, the first answer of 12 is different to the second answer of 14. Now, because we can get different answers to the same expression, we have some rules which tell us the order of preferences of different operators. Let's see what those rules are. So the rules are the parentheses come first. So parentheses are brackets. So these are brackets. The exponents are done next. So when I say exponents, I mean something like x squared, which is x times x. And then we do the multiplies and the divides. Now, these have equal preferences. So multiply and divides. And then we do the adds and the subtracts. Now, this can easily be remembered by using the acronym PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. Let's look at another example to see how this works. So let's look at example 4 plus 5 times 32 minus 2. Now we know from the rules that we do the multiplies before the adds and subtracts. So we can see we have a multiplication in there, 5 times 32. So let's do that first. So we got 4 plus, now 5 times 32 is 160 minus 2. So now we can do either the plus or the minuses. They have the same precedence. So we work from left to right. So we go, that equals 4 plus 160, which is 164, minus 2, which gives us 162. So let's have a look at another example. It's a little more complicated than the previous one. So let's do 6 times 3 plus 4 times, and then we have a bracket. So bracket 9 minus 3, end bracket. So in this one, we have brackets. So we know that the brackets or the parentheses comes first when we work from left to right. So this breaks down to 6 times 3 plus 4 times, and then if we do the brackets, 9 minus 3 gives us 6. So then we can apply our rules again, go from left to right, and the next precedent is the multiply sign. So that gives us 18 plus 4 times 6, 24. So 18 plus 24 is 42. So let's look at a more complicated example. So we have 2 plus 6 times, in the brackets we have 4 plus 5, close brackets, divided by 3 minus 5. So our rules say we do the brackets or the parentheses first. So this will give 2 plus 6 times 9, because 4 plus 5 is 9 in the brackets, divided by 3 minus 5. So the next rules we have to apply are the multiplies and the divides, and as you can see we've got multiplies and divides, both are in this expression. So the way we work it is we look at which one comes first when we travel from left to right, and as we can see that's the multiply. So that will give, if we do the multiply first, so it's 2 plus 6 times 9, which is 54, divided by 3 minus 5. Next, we do the divide. So we've got to divide 54 by 3. So this gives 2 plus 54 divided by 3 is 18. And then minus 5. So again, working from left to right, we now have 2 plus 18 minus 5. So we do the plus first because plus and minus have equal precedence. So we do 2 plus 18, which is 20, minus 5. So the final answer we get is 20 minus 5, which is 15. The last example we'll look at before we move on to the exercises is this one. So we've got 4 plus, and bracket, 5 times 3 to the power of 2 plus 2 end bracket. So applying our rules, we do the parentheses first and we treat that as a special group. So we have 4 plus, in the parentheses you'll see we've got a multiplication, an add and an exponent. So of those we need to do the exponent first before we can do anything else. So that will give us 5 times 3 squared, which is 9, plus 2. And then we have 4 plus, and in the brackets, let's close that bracket, we have 5 times 9, because we've got to do the multiplies first, 45 plus 2. So that equals 4 plus 47, which is equal to 51. So for exercise number 1, let's try 9 minus 24 divided by 8 times 2 plus 3. So pause the video now and see if you can work out the correct answer. Let's see what we get. So working from left to right, the highest order of operations is the divide. So let's do the divide first. So that equals 9 minus 24 divided by 8 gives us 3, multiplied by 2 plus 3. So the next highest order of preference is the multiply. So it's 9 minus 6 plus 3. Then we've got adds and subtracts, so working left to right. 9 minus 6 gives us 3 plus 3. The answer is 6. Let's take a look at exercise 2. So for this one, we're going to do bracket 16 plus 2, close bracket, multiplied by bracket 8 plus 15 minus 3. So pause the video now and see if you can work out the correct answer. Let's see what we get. So order of preferences, let's do the brackets first and working left to right. So 16 plus 2 gives 18, multiplied by 8 plus 15 minus 3. So 8 plus 15 minus 3 is 20. And then we have 18 multiplied by 20, which is 360. So for the next exercise, we're going to be looking at a more complicated example, which we have 2 brackets. So let's have a look at what we're going to do. So we've got bracket, bracket, and then we have 14 plus 3 and 1 bracket, and then plus another bracket, 20 plus 2 and the bracket squared. Then we're going to end the other bracket, plus 4 squared. So pause the video now and see if you can work out the answer. So let's see what we got. So order of operations is parentheses. Now we've got 2, so working from left to right, let's do the inner ones first. So if that's our outer one, we have 14 plus 3, which is 17, plus, and then in this bracket we have 20 plus 2. So 20 plus 2 is 22. So we have plus 22, and that's squared. And then we end that bracket, plus 4 squared. So we'll do the outer bracket now. So we get 17. Now 22 squared is 484. Plus 4 squared. Now 17 plus 484 is 501. Plus 4 squared is 16. So the final answer is 517. In exercise number 4, we're going to look at 7 plus open bracket 5 plus open bracket 9 minus 6 all squared, close bracket, minus 9. Pause the video now and see if you can work out the right answer. So let's have a look at that, and let's do the internal bracket first. So we have 7 plus bracket 5 plus, and 9 minus 6 is 3, so it'll be 3 squared, close bracket, minus 9. So now let's do this internal bracket. So we have 7 plus 5, And in this bracket, we've got an exponent, so we have to do that before we do the plus. So plus 9, which is 3 squared, n bracket minus 9. So then we have 7 plus, and then we'll do the bracket. So 5 plus 9 is 14 minus 9. And this equals 7 plus 14 is 21 minus 9, which gives 12. And that concludes this video on the order of operations. If you do like these videos, then please share, like, and subscribe.